Hello everyone, it is I, Jeremy Knowles, the Affordable Tutor, and today we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting fractions. We covered this just a little bit in one of my previous videos, but now we're going to kind of go a little bit more in detail. So taking a look at our first problem, we have 1 over 4 plus 3 over 4. The key to adding and subtracting fractions is that the bottom number, the denominator, has to be the same. And in this case, it's already set up that way. The denominator for both fractions is 4. So then all you have to do is just add straight across. So we're going to do 1 plus 3 gives me 4. My denominator is also 4. So your answer is 4 over 4. And actually, if you needed to reduce this fraction, whenever you have a fraction where the numerator and denominator are the same, that means that equals 1 whole. So 4 over 4 is the same thing as saying 1. So 1 over 4 plus 3 over 4 equals 1. If we look at our second one, we have 5 over 6 minus 1 over 6. Again, the denominator is the same. So all we got to do is subtract straight across. In this case, we're going to have 5 minus 1, which is 4. Now, this is correct. However, we can actually reduce this. When you have a fraction where the top number and the bottom number can be divided by the same number, that means you can reduce it. So in this case, we have 4 and 6, which are both divisible by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So our final answer is actually going to be 2 over 3. Now, if you look at our bottom number, I kind of spaced this weird, and you're going to see why here in just a second. We've got 3 over 7 plus 1 over 4. Now, with these two fractions, we can't add yet because the bottom number, the denominator, is not the same. We talked about the least common multiple in my previous video, and that's actually going to come into play here. In order to add or subtract fractions that don't have the same denominator, you have to find the least common multiple, change the fractions, and then you can add or subtract, okay? So we're going to do that now. So multiples of 7 include 14, 21, and 28, okay? Now, I know that 28 is also divisible by 4. 28 is a multiple. That's going to be the least common multiple, so we're going to go with that, okay? So what do I need to do? What do I need to multiply to 7 to get 28? Well, that's going to be 4. Whatever I do to the bottom, got to do to the top. And that is going to give me a fraction of 12 over 28, okay? Now we got to do the same thing to 1 over 4. What do you multiply to 4 to get 28? Well, that's going to be 7. Whatever we do to the bottom, we got to do to the top. So that's going to get me 7 over 28. Now our fractions have the same denominator. I'm going to rewrite this over here. So 12 over 28 plus 7 over 28. Oh, 28. There we go. And now we can add across. And that's going to give us 19 over 28. And that's going to be our final answer. We can't reduce this. All right. So that's adding and subtracting simple fractions. I'm going to clear off the whiteboard, and we're going to look at how you can add and subtract mixed numbers and improper fractions. All right, so I've cleared off the board, and now we've got a new problem. We've got 3 1/4 plus 11 over 4. So our first fraction is a mixed number. Our second fraction is an improper fraction, okay? For simplicity's sake, I went ahead and kept the denominator the same, but you'll find situations where the denominator won't be the same, and you'll just follow the same steps we followed previously where you find the least common multiple. So we have two options here in regards to solving this problem. We can either turn our mixed number, which is 3 1/4, into an improper fraction and then add that way, or we could change the improper fraction into a mixed number and add that way. So let's start with the mixed number. How do you turn that to an improper fraction? So the denominator stays the same, which is going to be 4. And then you're going to multiply the denominator to the whole number. So we're going to be multiplying 4 to 3. That gives us 12. Then you take the product and add it to the numerator, which is 1. So 12 plus 1 is 13. So that means that if we were going to write this as a mixed number, it would be 13 over 4. And if we add these straight across, so let's say that we add 11 over 4, that is going to give us an answer of 24 over 4. Okay? And we can simplify this. We're going to do it in a second, because next what we're going to look at is turning an improper fraction into a mixed number. Okay? So to do that, you divide the numerator by the denominator. So we've got 11 divided by 4. 4 goes into 11 2 times. It's going to give me 8. We subtract. We have a remainder of 3. So what you're going to do, your whole number is 2. Your numerator is 3. And the denominator stays the same, which is a 4. So let's say we were going to add this. 3. Oh, I apologize for that terrible handwriting. 3 1/4 plus 2 3/4. So you just add the whole numbers like you normally would. That gives me a 5. When I add my fractions, I get 4 over 4. Well, like we discussed, if you have the same number, if the numerator and denominator are the same, that's actually a whole. That's a 1. So what we would do is add 1 to 5, and we get 6 as our answer. And then if we look back at our improper fraction, 24 over 4, so if we follow this rule where we divide the numerator by the denominator, 24 divided by 4, what's that? 6. So your final answer, 3 1/4 plus 11 over 4, is actually going to be 6. So as you can see, either method will work to get you the correct answer. I always tell my students, go with whichever method makes the most sense for you. Okay, some people prefer to switch the mixed number to the proper fraction. Other people like to turn the improper fraction into a mixed number. So that is going to be it for today, guys. If you like this video, if you find this content beneficial, please like and subscribe. Remember, I do Zoom tutoring sessions for $20 an hour. For the month of December, I'm doing buy one, get one free. So basically, the tutoring sessions for this month are $10 each. If you want to take advantage of that, you can email me directly, or you can follow the link in the description to my Facebook page for more details. Remember, guys, school is not easy for everyone, but everyone deserves a chance to succeed. Be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. I'll see you next week.